What's going on, everybody? It's Mike Patton, aka the General. It's Thursday, another Thursday night football game. We got the Atlanta Falcons traveling south to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and of course, I'll be doing this whole thing in my Chicago Cubs hat. World Series champs. Hey, I'm a Cubs fan. What can you say? This is a dream of a lifetime. But anyway, as far as the game tonight, for Tampa Bay to have any kind of effectiveness tonight offensively, they definitely have to have some kind of running game. They don't have any type of running game. They're going to have Jameis Winston out there passing the football all game long, and eventually that's going to mean the Atlanta Falcons defense is going to be able to pin their ears back and rush the quarterback, which means Vic Beasley, who is is definitely coming into his own a little bit this year, will have chances to come get Jameis Winston. Now, I will say this, Jameis Winston's probably going to make some plays in the passing game, but you don't want him to throw it 50 times. If he throws it 50 times, then they're done. Simple, plain, done. Finito. Definitely whoever they got back there to run the football, I mean, pretty much everybody's injured, so somebody's got to run the football. And it better not be Jameis, because if it's Jameis, that's not a good thing either. As far as defensively for the Falcons, just touched on it, they have to pressure the passer. If they're able to do that, then they'll be fine. If they're not, then that allows for the Tampa Bay Bucks to actually maybe have a few chances. They're going to Mike Evans and things like that. As far as the Atlanta Falcons offense, throw it to Julio. And then what do you do next? Throw it to Julio. And then what do you do next time? Throw it to Julio. As far as the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they don't have anybody that can stop him in the passing game. Brett Grimes, I know he plays bigger than what he is, but he's not going to stop. He's not going to stop Julio Jones. Definitely look forward to seeing what kind of numbers he puts up tonight. I think he can go for about 150 versus that secondary. As far as Tampa Bay, I mean, try to create some kind of pressure somehow, some way. That's the only way you can really get to Matt Ryan, and then make him make mistakes. Other than that, hey, hope and pray and go to mass before the game, and you'll definitely have a better chance that way. If it does come down to a kicking game, I know Tampa Bay hopes it doesn't, but if it does come down to a kicking game, Tampa Bay, they may be in trouble. Their kicker, who they drafted in the early rounds, which made absolutely no sense, has not been the most consistent guy in the world, and I'm just putting it nicely. So if you leave it up to him, I don't think that's going to work out. As far as the Falcons, they have a guy that actually used to kick for Tampa Bay back in the day when they won the title. I believe he was the kicker. I could be wrong. Anyway, they have a more dependable kicker, Matt Bryant, who is actually closing in on being the Atlanta Falcons' all-time leading scorer over Morton Anderson. So it could possibly happen in this game. As far as the game outcome, I got the Falcons winning this one by a couple touchdowns. I got Julio celebrating in the end zone or doing whatever he's going to do. And basically, I got Tampa Bay winging it, throwing about 50 times a game, 50 times this game, and losing this game. Unfortunately, I will touch on this one. Lovie Smith was fired at the end of the season, and Dirk Cutter was hired in his place. At this point, I don't see any type of difference that made at all. They could have actually been on year 3 of the Lovie Smith plan and potentially be better than what they are, but that was a decision that Tampa Bay has to live with, and of course the results may vary, or we may see what happens later on. But definitely, as far as the game, I'll say I've got Tampa losing by at least 2 touchdowns tonight. I've got Atlanta maybe 38 points and Tampa Bay 17. As usual on Thursday night, it's your boy, the General, Mike Patton, signing out for the Sports Awakening. Peace.